Hiya, Fraser Lee, welcome back. I hope you're all well. This is day 2 of my cabbage juicing journey with you. Day 1 was a long introductory video. They won't be long anymore. They'll only be 4 or 5 minutes just to give you an update each day on how I feel, to show that I'm still doing the juicing, to see whether it's making me better, to see whether it's taking me off all the pills that I'm on for my IBD, my ulcerative colitis, and arthritis, and all them other itises I spoke about in the first video. And also just to give you a daily update on other juices you can try, and just to keep showing you that this can be done, that we can all get better and we don't have to be on pills for the rest of our lives. So, day 2 of my cabbage juicing journey. Where shall I start? So first, I suppose, how I'm feeling. Yesterday, when I did the first video, I did a video for you guys on camera. I was using purple cabbage, and how do I feel today? I feel pretty much the same. I'm not going to lie, it's only been a day. I wasn't expecting anything to happen. I didn't have any adverse side effects. I don't feel worse. I did about a litre of cabbage juice yesterday. I ate fairly normal, as we would probably say in this country. Some vegetables, some lean meats, and so on. And today I'm no worse, no better. I would say I woke up this morning, and the one thing I would note, could be coincidence, it's only day 2, but one thing I noted this morning was that I was less groggy, less achy when I woke up this morning. I suffer quite badly every morning, actually. Mornings, all my days are bad, unfortunately, with the symptoms that I get, but mornings are the worst for me, without a doubt. With the colitis symptoms, they make it very difficult for about 2 hours every morning. I have terrible intestinal symptoms, but also just waking up, getting out of bed, aches and pains and so on. This morning I had less of that, less urgency to go to the toilet, less bowel movements, and certainly was able to just get out of bed and start my day with less aches and pains than normal. So I'll report more on that in tomorrow's video for day 3. Fingers crossed, that's the early signs. I do recall when I did this before, it's quite quick. This stuff is wondrous. It's wonderful stuff and works very, very, very quickly. So how am I feeling? The same. A little bit perkier, a little bit fresher. I feel like my eyes are a bit whiter and I've got a bit more energy, but it's day 2. Let's see how it goes over the next few days. So we'll talk more about the cabbage as well. So I was using purple cabbage yesterday, and I did 2 whole purple cabbages, I think, came to about a litre of juice, and I quickly learned I'm going to go on to the white cabbages. Nutritionally, there's not a huge difference anyway, and I just purple on my fingers, purple on the worktops, purple everywhere, purple in the bins, purple in my sink, purple everywhere. So it's fine if I'm just doing one juice with that, but I'm doing so much cabbage juice that I'm finding this battle with purple. I don't want to battle purple anymore. So I'm going on to the white cabbages. It still contains the same vitamin U I spoke about in the first video. So there's no need to worry myself with whether it's purple or white. So I'm going to stick with the white. Yesterday I spoke about vitamin U, the vitamin U that's in these cabbages. Now that is why, so I do a lot of juicing. I juice all varieties of fruits and vegetables because obviously I want the most amount of vitamins and minerals in my body. I have a bowel condition, so my body's not wonderful at extracting all the nutrition from the food I eat, so I supplement that with juicing anyway. And then in the past, when I've been a bit more poorly, I've done juice fasting and increased my juices. And then at the moment, for you guys as well, but I'd be doing this even if it wasn't for the camera. For you guys, I'm doing cabbage juicing. I'm still eating food while I'm doing this. I'm just implementing the cabbage juice regime into the diet. So what I wanted to just quickly speak about was the vitamin U. Now I've written this down because I find this hard to say, so please forgive me, I'm going to look over here. It's called, hold on, very professional, S-methylmethionine. I have to read it because I can't say it. S-methylmethionine. That is the vitamin U. They've called it vitamin U. S-methylmethionine. Whew, try saying that after a couple of glasses of wine. S-methylmethionine. That is the enzyme. It's actually an enzyme. It's part of, it's derived from methionine, the amino acid. But that is what is abundant in cabbage. So when I'm doing other juices and when you're doing other juices, it's wonderful to do your carrots and your apples and your celeries and so on. But I think in the past when I've been doing juicing, I've maybe neglected cabbage. Cabbage wasn't something I thought I was going to be able to juice, or I don't know. But actually it juices wonderfully. You get a lot of juice out of it. And it's got the S-methylmethionine in it. That is in other foods. Celery has a lot of it in it as well. Broccoli contains it. But cabbage has it in abundance. Now, the studies on that S-methylmethionine, I'm going to stop saying that, I've said about 20 times now, the vitamin U is, the studies show that that vitamin U actually works on the intestinal layer, the mucus layer of your intestines. So those of you, a lot of you might know this already, some of you might not. So for those who don't know this, if our guts are damaged, we get what's called leaky gut. It's gut permeability. It's on a cellular level. It's not got big holes in your intestines, but on a cellular level, essentially, you have damage to the lining of your intestine. And what happens is when we eat food, that damage, that gut permeability allows the particles, the food too large, the particles to be too large to enter the bloodstream, not fully digested down. Too large particles get into the bloodstream, so the body actually sees it as a foreign invader in the bloodstream and attacks it. And that, in my opinion, but in many scientific researchers' opinion, is the reason for a lot of our autoimmune disease. Bowel disease, arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, because the body is attacking these foods and essentially seeing it like a virus in the body, and you then get symptoms of illness from that, as if it was a virus. So it's a constant bombardment on our immune system, and no wonder our immune systems with autoimmune diseases can be a bit hyperactive, because the food is getting into the bloodstream in a size that it shouldn't be. So essentially, to recover from all of our illnesses, we need to heal our intestines. Our health starts with our gut. It starts with the health and well-being of our insides, our intestines. So the vitamin U, the S-methylmethionine, acts directly on the mucus layer and heals the intestines. Lots of things are promoted at healing the intestines. Trust me, the S-methylmethionine in this is proven in scientific studies to heal gastric ulcers and intestinal damage in just a few days. That is in actual research. Google it, look at it, it's fact. So I don't know many other, if any other supplement that can actually boast that in scientific research. So that is why I'm doing cabbage. I don't want to do powders or pills. I want the cabbage, because not only do I get that vitamin U, but I also get vitamin C. I get other amino acids and proteins. I get all sorts going on. So why would I take the powders when I can actually still have other goodness as well? So that's where I'm now going with this. I'm now going to juice this now. We're going to heal up our intestines, and hopefully over the next couple of days I'll start seeing some even bigger improvements. Yep. Right, so I'm gonna chop this down now. As I said, I'm using the white cabbage now because the purple cabbage just kind of got everywhere. However, one other thing I've noted, and I suppose I've done this before, I've healed myself with cabbage juicing before, but it was a while ago now, so I suppose I'm relearning things, remembering things. And one thing I do remember now, or remembered, is that cabbage smells. So this doesn't, that smells like cabbage. But once you've juiced it and it's gone in the bin, I think yesterday, this morning, I woke up this morning and was just, what what is that smell? Is that my socks? Have I got smelly socks? And it was the bin from the cabbage. So what I've been doing today when I've been juicing, I got some biodegradable paper bags for compost and things like that. So when I juice this, I put the pulp into that and then put it in the bin, or if you've got a compost heap, it can go straight outside for your compost. But essentially to keep the juicer clean immediately, because if you leave the juicer sitting unclean, the smell of the cabbage after a while, it does go smelly quite quickly. And I suppose that's because it's a very, very strong, cabbage is very strong. It's probably why it's making us better. But yeah, a little tip, clean your juicer straight away and put your cabbage pulp into some sort of bag of some sort that can be put in your compost heap, or that's important because you get a very, very, very smelly kitchen. Right, so I'm going to actually just crack on and do this next cabbage juice with the white juice. Again, I'm using the JR8000S2 machine. Number one, because it's very quiet, very efficient. But speaking about it in the first video yesterday, it also rotates extremely slowly. Here it comes, hold on. So when I'm juicing, I want to make sure that I'm getting all of that vitamin U and all the enzymes out of my cabbage. The thing is that if I'm using a substandard juicer, I just worry that I'm not going to be getting all the vitamins that I need. And I'm doing this for a reason, for a purpose. So the wide feed chute makes it really easy to put the cabbage in. And the slow rotation gives you the most extraction. Also, speaking about it in my first video, cabbage is very difficult to juice. So a lot of other substandard juicers will clog. They'll clog up. So I have to stop. How are we getting on here? Yeah, here we go. And I'm going to do maybe 10 days, 10 or 15 days of this cabbage juicing to see where it gets me. So for me to continually keep doing that 10 or 15 days juicing of cabbage, I don't want to be getting fed up with the machine I'm using, do I, at the end of the day, because I'm less likely to finish the course, so to speak. Yeah, so it's beautiful because you can see from the pulp when it comes out that it's so dry that you know you're getting as much out as you possibly can. So I'm going to bosh the rest of this in. So I can go a bit faster. But honestly, keep your juicer clean, please. Keep your juicer clean and keep taking your bins out, because you'll find you just walk around and you go, oh, smelling a bit like cabbage in here. Oh. So this is going to help with healing your leaky gut, as I said before, and studies have shown that leaky gut can lead to a whole host of autoimmune diseases. And that's not just bowel problems, that's not just bowel problems and ulcers, that is also things like rheumatoid arthritis, things like chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, other autoimmune illnesses. You can get autoimmune diseases of the liver, of the kidneys. I mean, we've got so many illnesses in this world, of this Western world, that are caused by our lifestyle, by the food we eat. And that, in turn, damages our intestines. And stress itself, we lead such stressful lifestyles, and it is again proven in studies that stress can damage your intestine, cause leaky gut, cause gut permeability. The cabbage juice, the vitamin U, the S-methylmethionine, actually acts directly on the intestines to heal leaky gut. So if we heal our leaky gut, it's not just about me healing my colitis. If we heal our leaky gut, we should actually see a massive, dramatic improvement in our health, all our other ailments that we have. Oh, and one thing I did notice, yes, was I suffer, is that finished? Yeah. I suffer a little bit of dermatitis or eczema, a patch here on my chest, very itchy rash. Much better already this morning. And again, studies showing that leaky gut can lead to eczema rashes and things like that. And that cabbage and cabbage juice has been shown to really help with skin conditions. And I can definitely testify that my rash this morning, which is normally quite bad again in the mornings, it's just calmer, a lot easier. I get it on my chest just here. So that's gone down as well. So that's a real plus point. So that's my juicing for today. Let's grab a glass, as I always do. I forget my glass, sorry. Right, here's a vessel. So the white cabbage, let's see how this is tasting compared to the purple one. So I'm doing trying to get around about a litre a day. The studies are showing about a litre a day, but it sounds almost a litre of cabbage juice. Actually, it's only about 2 cabbages. I've only done half. That was 250 ml, maybe need 300 ml, and I did half the cabbage. So you're talking maybe 2 cabbages. I'm juicing maybe 4 times a day to do that. Again, I was going to do in batches. I said to do in batches. I did a batch with my first juice yesterday, but again, I just found that when I left the juice in the fridge, it was perfectly fine. The beauty of these slow juicers, this is rotating so slowly, this JR8000S2, that the juice stays fresh. So I could quite happily drink my juice throughout the day, but it really smelled. I opened my fridge and it was like a wall of cabbage smell. So this is all fine, I'm not trying to put you off, it's important. This is going to make you better. There's just ways of limiting the smell and the workload and things like that. Clean your juicer straight away, bin the pulp, get it out, and then you don't have the smell of cabbage putting you off. Otherwise, just put you off, you won't want to do it. So here we go. Oh, down the hatch. Oh, actually, that's really nice. I prefer that to the purple one. It's a little bit more subtle. The purple cabbage is a little bit stronger taste. That's a little bit more subtle. I could easily drink them throughout the day and not bother me one bit. And to be fair, this is now day 2. This is 2 litres now. I'm getting used to it. Getting used to the flavour, it's nice. Okay, so I'll report back. That was day 2. I'll keep these casual. That was day 2. I'll do more cabbage juicing for day 3, but I might even throw in a couple of other bits and pieces, some other juicing of some other items, and maybe get the blender out and show maybe some foods that we can make, some healthy foods to supplement this. Because there's no point in trying to juice a cabbage but eating a pizza. If anyone thinks that we're going to be able to keep eating pizzas, chips, all the chips and gravy, cheesy chips. How many more chips can we have? Kebabs. Oh, let's eat kebab and a pizza, but do a cabbage juice and I'll be better. It's not going to happen, so we're going to have to supplement this with some real healthy eating. So we'll start making some soups and some homemade from scratch soups and stews, salads, things like that, to show healthy eating with cabbage juice will make you better. Okay, so thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and give us a thumbs up. Remember to give us a thumbs up so that more people can come and follow on this journey with cabbage to show that we can all get better. Come on, we can all do this. Come on, get juicing. Get your juicer, get juicing cabbage. All right, let me know. Put some comments in. Let me know how you're getting on with the cabbage. All right, thank you. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.